Hello everyone, thank you for your time. Ms. Nostrom is my direct boss as an assistant director of teaching and learning for middle school in the Mon College Prep Academy, HCPA. So when I asked her which step she would consider herself to be currently in our school, she said it's step 5. So about question 2, she pointed out she has been reading books to teach herself and how to identify the differences regarding the culture education. And since our school, there are a lot of the Hmong current families who are from low income. She just mentioned she has been doing best to help those families to get access to what they need. About question 3, she kind of shared her professional developing process. At first moment, she thought it was easy, and then gradually, she noticed it requires quite a lot of skills and knowledge. And one thing she mentioned is trusting people, and to be trusted by people are very, very important. As we are teachers, we work in the school to help students to get ready for the future. So one thing is to mention, like for teachers, we have a regular professional learning community, so where we can learn from each other in a professional level. And also she mentioned it's like more listening to others, to teachers, than telling people how to do their job. When I asked her a question about question 5, she mentioned first she would like to listen to the stories from both sides and then recognize the similarities that they both have, and then provide a way to identify the different perspectives caused of the conflict, and then get them to be on the same page, to be aware what's the clear end goal, and then through all the steps, she also could build a trust and a caring. So when I mentioned very sensitive topics like something about the emotional level, the kind of dealing with the conflict, and she mentioned she would be very objective and to listen to the both sides the stories and recognize the similarities, and provide a way to identify the different perspectives, the cost of the conflict, and get them be on the same page, so to be aware what's the clear end goal, and through all the steps people will be building the trust and caring each other. I think question 6 is pretty big, so how would she please explain how our school has been achieving this goal? She mentioned like a CP class, where I have been doing that too. So yes, we are doing this everything to have students feel supported, and we have a counselor department, and also we do focus on testing to get efficient funding to support students' consistent academic growth. So about question 7 is totally about so how to deal with the finance arrangement and make it the most beneficial to everybody. So she mentioned yes, HCP has been hiring additional teachers, so especially for elementary school, and then we students' academic level could be improved quite a lot. And also HSP has been applying the one-on-one technology supplies school-wide. And the third one is mentioned like after even students graduate from high school, when they need, they come back, and HSP is still gonna continue help them to, for example like improving their writing skills. When I mentioned another school mission global perspective, and she explained and also indicated that it would be so much better if there are some methods of creating global cultural awareness through Hispanic and Latin-rooted culture activities or events. That would be greatly helpful to the junior and the senior students who are going to enter the colleges and universities after they graduate from HSCPA, because mostly in the colleges and universities there will be more diverse. Question 9, the focus is actually asking her how to help develop the leader teachers communication skills in each grade. So she mentioned more likely point is the keyword is to be transparent, and also emphasize the authenticity of teacher's voice in class. So especially like right now, something just happened like on January 6th. So what she mentioned was that like teachers definitely have their own voice, and then the right to decide whether or not to mention that in class, or with or without the students to kind of like bring out the curious question. So question 10 is about assigning and assisting and measuring the staff's performance. And she also pointed out the very important aspects of doing those work as leaders, to be the assessment will be personalized, and also do her best to show the attitude of being transparent in a positive way, and also have staff understand the gap between the expectations and the exact performance only at the moment observed or assessed. So and also she also mentioned as it's very important to provide specific advice related to the evidence observed to improve one's teaching performance in future. So yes, again, she mentioned be professional and avoid making things become emotional or defensive. So as I mentioned, like HCPA, where we work, is a public school where there are large population of Hmong American and Korean American students. And Ms. Nostром's care and respect for the staff has already earned her a reputation as a great leader at HSPA. During the interview, I noticed that there are some very important traits Ms. Nostrom has, several the ones that make her a great leader. So she has been focused on building a positive relationship with the staff by showing them care, as well as helping and trusting everyone around her in the workplace, and being transparent and have everyone has their own voice, respecting everyone's individual thinking, focusing on fostering a positive atmosphere. A very impressive trait of a leader which I would like to learn. The most helpful part of the interview was its authenticity, which greatly helped me better acknowledge how to apply my own self-awareness to my role as a leader in future, and how and when I should be very keen to use my emotional intelligence to solve the problems or communicate, and how important it is to keep learning to empower myself to be a stronger and more valuable leaders.